Hey everybody, this update is coming from Snoqualmie Pass in Washington at mile 2,402, about halfway through Washington and 90% through the hike. The next update should come, I think, from the Canadian border or from Vancouver, where I'll be able to update from. Uh, it's really surreal, starting to hit me that the hike is coming to an end soon. So kind of sad, but I'm also excited, that finishing is becoming a greater possibility. So, um, I had this moment yesterday where Bowie and I were hiking early in the morning. In the last 10 miles of the hike into Snoqualmie Pass, you get to this lake called Mirror Lake, and we were hiking past it, and the the lake was just so beautiful in the morning. The light was hitting the trees across from where we were hiking, and across the lake, and the reflection of the trees and the mountain in the background on the lake surface was just incredible. So even though it was 6:30, Bowie and I just jumped in the water, and I don't know. It's just one of those moments where I said to Bowie, you have all these great times in the hike, and oftentimes you're working really hard. So when you look back on a moment, you remember it fondly. Um, but this was one of those moments where, even in the moment, we knew it would be a memory that we'd have forever, and that would be a highlight of the hike. And it was just awesome, and it started getting me thinking about the fact that the hike's going to be over soon. But uh, it was awesome. So this update is really a lot about trail magic. There's been so much trail magic between the border of Oregon and Washington and here in Snoqualmie Pass. And I have to give a huge shout out to Brendan and David in Trout Lake who hosted me, to the ladies that I met on the trail before Trout Lake, and then who I met in Trout Lake. I hope you ladies read the blog, and hope you comment, because I'd love to reach back out to you. And Tent Monster. A lot of you might remember that in the Sierras, when I hiked over Forester Pass and a bunch of those really, really high elevation passes, I was hiking with Doc J, Doc S, and a guy named Tent Monster. And Tent Monster and I had a really fun time hiking together. Really awesome guy. He had to get off trail for lots of different reasons, but one of which was Giardia. But we kept in touch, and he pulled some guerrilla trail magic. He actually met us at Tacoma Pass. It's about 30 miles from Snoqualmie in the middle of nowhere. And he cooked us French toast and bacon, and he brought me my favorite, Coca-Cola, because he knows I like Coca-Cola in a can better than Coca-Cola in a bottle. He brought a ton of Coca-Cola in cans. It was it was moving. I mean, Tent Monster, I can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was the coolest thing uh, to know that, you want to see us finish successfully, and you're willing to come out and help us out like that. I just can't thank you enough. Um, Coincidentally, we also, on that same day, hiked along this part of the PCT that was being used for a 100-mile ultra marathon. So we also got to these different stations. And one of the trail magic stations that we hit, because every station in this race, they were willing to feed hikers as well as the racers, which was really cool. And one of them was called the Gauntlet. It's this group of trail maintenance folks that volunteer their time to maintain the trail. But they also do this station at this race every year where they hand out beers to hikers and to runners, and they call it the Gauntlet. So I have a little video of that as well. Aside from the trail magic, we hiked through some beautiful places. One of the places was called Goat Rocks, where you hike up this really steep section of trail, and you can see Mount Adams, Mount St. Helen, and Rainier. And I hit it on a beautiful morning. Got some incredible photos of the sunset above Mount Adams. Just a beautiful, beautiful place. You also hike down Knife's Edge, which is this really razor-thin section of trail really high up. That gives you access to some of those views. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, there'll probably be one more update unless I can get to a computer between here and the border. Um, but thanks again, everyone, uh, for tuning in and watching these updates and commenting, and I hope you're having a good time following me. And I'll see you in Canada. I can't believe it. Bye, guys.